A quality revival that plays it a bit too safe in order to wash the bad taste of the prequels out of our mouths. The Force Awakens' greatest strength is that it feels like a Star Wars movie, replacing the crippling reliance of CG and stilted dialogue for a much more natural and accessible film that shares far more in common with the original trilogy. Seeing staples like Han and Leia make their return to the series was a fantastic way to tie these movies into established canon, and for the most part the new characters feel right at home in the Star Wars mythos. Some of the characterization was questionable at times, but never to the point that it was too distracting. The original trilogy was far from bulletproof, and I think this movie overall keeps pace pretty well. The biggest complaint leveled against this movie though is that it feels too much like A New Hope, and there's a good reason for that. It's completely true. From the bigger, badder Death Star to vital information being hidden in a droid abandoned on a desert planet and being found by a young local destined to be trained in the Force, this movie is almost beat for beat a mirror of the original film.
Again, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme.
It's a great Star Wars film, but that's because it's almost a carbon copy of the original great Star Wars film. Whether the success of this movie is due to Abrams' understanding of Star Wars, or if it's due to heavy-handed conceptual borrowing from the original, will not be made clear until the second film.